All right, Leroy, it's been a very exciting time for fights down here in South Florida. We just came from the freak show that was Logan Paul, Floyd Mayweather. But this one right here, this is the biggest stakes that Miami's probably had a title fight, maybe since Ali Liston, man. The undisputed championship of the world. Teofimo Lopez is defending his lightweight titles up against the number one contender, George Ferocious Kambosos. Gentlemen, thank you for giving us some time. Really, really appreciate it this morning.
You got it. Thank you, guys.
It's a pleasure, man.
Yeah, man, it's great to have you guys. It's going to be at Lone Depot Park, June 19th. Leroy and I are going. You guys should get out there as well. Get your tickets now at TrillerFightClub.com. Champ, I will give the floor to you first as the champion of the world here. What are people going to see when you hit the ring with George Kambosos on June 19th? What are they going to see?
Everybody's going to see a lot of things even beforehand, Just the ring walk alone is just going to be something to talk about throughout this whole year. And then going into the ring, it's just going to be something that, he worked his ass off. I worked mine. And these are just two guys that's just going to go at it, and just let it all rip in the middle of the ring, and just give the show and give the fight to everybody, give them a fight to see and pretty much all that, It's not going to be no Logan Paul, Floyd Mayweather type of fight or hug fest or Devin Haney hug fest. This is going to be something that two guys going at it, using their fists and letting the talking happen in the ring.
George?
He said it. We're going to fight in the middle of the ring, yeah? We're going to step to the plate and two young, hungry lions going at it. That's how I want it, baby. That's what I want. I'm excited, man. I can't wait. This is what I've been working towards my whole career, and I bring it on. I wish it was today. I've been saying it for so long, man. I'm excited. I had a hell of a session this morning, and you see the way I train, man. I'm a beast.
Teofimo, you said that you were going to send George out on a stretcher. George, you said that you're going to send him out on a body bag. You've been calling, I think, for a lot of violence in this fight. So, I guess, Teva, why so confident that you're going to get that result come up on June 19th?
The whole thing, I'm the best at what I do. I believe he believes in himself as well. He took the fight, and he fought his way to getting the shot with me. So my whole thing is just getting in the ring and doing what I got to do. Why I'm so confident is because this ain't my first rodeo. I've been in this type of magnitude of a fight before. If not, this is bigger and better, and that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to giving what the people want to see, giving them not just the speed, not the power, but the ring IQ and the excitement all around. I have all the fundamentals to become and still be the best boxer, if not the only boxer to ever do it at this time right now. Everybody else has been doing their own thing in their own cycle at the moment, and I'm just looking to do my own wave and be my own guy. And all the whole thing right now, come next week, man, it's all about just being and still.
George, you train down here, so you're familiar with the area, the atmosphere, and things like that. But is it more of a comforting thing to train at home? Because usually, when do you guys come down? A week before, 2 weeks before the fight?
Man, I've been preparing here in Miami, Fort Lauderdale,
right, for
the last 5-6 training camps and fights. This has been my home for the last 11 weeks. But all my fights, especially my big fights, and he talks about pressure and this level. I've been at this level. To get to this opportunity, you got to go through the pressure. You got to go through, the backyards. I've gone to the backyards. I've been on that journey for a long time. For me to get here, you best believe I know what pressure is about. And I love pressure. But really, there is no real pressure on me, to be honest. I'm coming in. The belts are on the line. He's got all the belts. He talks about the pressure. Well, it's all on him. He's got to put it on the line. But this is my home, man. I love it here. This is. I feel like this is my people here.
Tio, you gave a little smirk there with the pressure. Do you not feel pressure? Like you're in your complete comfort zone going into this one?
I'm be like water, my friend. That's all it is, man. I adapt to every situation and everything that I'm in. When ESPN and Top Rank were going against me, that they wanted their queen and their prince Lomachenko to win. I had to face all that and more. Beforehand. And I already knew what they had. They tried to get in my mental and everything because my mental is so strong, nobody could break that. And that's the whole thing. When you could go against the networks and the promoters and all those things and everyone on top of that, and the fighter that was the number one rated pound for pound, What the does George Kambosos bring for me? I know he's hungry, and I'm not going to take that away. That's why I work my ass off. This has been 12 weeks of camp for me, 11 for him. So my whole thing is just staying focused. There's no pressure, man. I was built for this. This different, man. I'm from a different cloth. I was bred from a different cloth, man. There's that 99%. There's that 99% that are willing not to do it, and then there's that 1% that's willing to do it. And I'm in that 1%, if not that 0.001%. And that's the whole thing, man. My mentality, man, I can't wait, man. We were supposed to fight June 5th. It got pushed to June 19th. I'm sure he's ready, and so am I. And it's all about just making that and may the best man win. And my whole thing now is just I can't wait.
Be honest with this, guys, okay? When you guys are thinking about this, you're prepping so much for a fight. Which one of you guys, like Rocky, has a picture of each other in the mirror? Like, do you guys get the newspaper clippings? Is that like? Do we have the thought of it every day?
I got all his belts right here on my phone. I look at them every single day. That's the belts I'm going to take. So I've been looking at them. He talks about 11 weeks. Yeah, I've been in Miami for 11 weeks, but I've been preparing for this fight my whole career. I've been chasing you for 2 years. When we first met in Pachanga, I knew I was going to fight you. I had that vibe inside me. I was going to fight you. So you've been taking the lead, and I've been just creeping behind you. Everything you've been doing, I've been chasing and doing the same thing. And now it's my time. So, like you said, he reckons he's ready. I know I'm 110% ready, and I'm ready to fight. And I should have been June 5th, but no problem. Two extra weeks, and June 19th we're going to get it on.
I just got this man right here. You know what I mean? That's all it is. Muhammad Ali. What he stood for. Hey, that's the whole thing, man. I'm standing on my own ground, and I'm standing for something to represent for myself. A lot of people, man, it's against all odds. This is a takeover. So my whole thing, man, I don't gotta have any image or picture, because at the end of the day, we're all training for the same guy. I've been said this. We're all training for Teofimo Lopez. That's it, man. The same way he's training for me to get my belts is the same way I'm training myself and preparing myself to keep those belts. And I ain't focused on George Kambosos. I'm looking right through him. So my whole thing is just like that, man. It's that mentality, man. It's different. I mean, he'll get to see it, he'll get to feel it. In that ring, it's a whole different environment. I give that different energy. He ain't never faced a boxer like me or a fighter like me. Period.
You've never faced what you're coming up against. It's a whole different breed as well.
No, you haven't.
Better. No, you haven't.
Let me know when you get the credentials and the amount of accomplishments.
That's okay. You're going to be chasing me after this.
Like all these
Nakatani. Who's Nakatani? You couldn't even scrape him. Lomachenko, half a Lomachenko. Come on, man. Whole different breed.
I can't wait. I don't know what y'all doing. I can't wait. You can't wait. I can't wait.
I'm hard for the. Well, like, is there a point of you guys, like, I know that it's very intense because you guys obviously you've been training for the same thing.
If you think that, it's not faking it. I don't like it.
I
don't want him to, but I just don't want him to apologize afterwards after what I do with him. I don't want him to say like, "Hey, man, I was just trying to build up the fight." Nah, man. No. There's a line. There's a fine line in a lot of things. There's a lot of fine lines in certain things that I play. I never cross those lines. But I just feel like for someone that hasn't really, he earned his spot. True. All right. But there's levels to this. And the whole thing is like, you don't bring anything else but your mandatory situation at all. There's no belt on that you could talk about. You're not a world champion. You're shooting for one, but you're not. So at the moment, just sit back, relax, enjoy the show, enjoy the amount of exposure that you're receiving and getting, because nobody knew you beforehand. Now that you're fighting Teofimo, now people are starting to get the recognition and understand you a little bit better. So, hey, I know you're going to go and do what you got to do. Same here. Hey, I ain't overlooking George Kambosos at all. Trust me on that. I don't overlook no man that I face.
George, you got a response to that?
You can't say because in reality, these are facts. Those are facts.
What facts? For me to get to this position,
you're not a world champion.
Just don't forget who got you this fight. Don't forget who got you this fight. Just don't forget who got you this fight.
Got you that $2 million.
Okay. Don't forget who got you this fight. All right.
I didn't
so be happy too. Be happy as well.
Hold on.
I stood my ground too.
Let me show you this.
You enjoy it. You'll be happy.
Let me show you this, and you know this too. Your own promoter thanked me. Lou DeBell thanked me. At least he had the audacity to thank me. I stood my ground.
Sorry, Bob.
Bob Arum would have paid you $150,000 for this fight, if not $250,000. You're getting $2 million from this fight. your family is going to be well off, my guy. Your family is going to be well off. And why? Because I took a stand. All right. At the end of the day, yes, you got to thank me, because if it wasn't for my ass the way I am, this is the takeover. I don't bend my for nobody. For nobody. And that's the boxing world. They need to understand.
That's where you got it wrong.
WBC need to.
I
The
don't fight for money,
WBC
mate.
understands that. The WBC got to understand that. The IBF got to understand that. The WBO and the WBA, they all got to stand that, because at the end of the day, the fighters are the bosses, not them. They try to dictate this like it's a man, but it ain't. You hear? Feel me? All right. So understand that. Understand when you see how dirty this game is, then you got to know I put my foot down. I don't take it. I always go right through. And that's how I am. So at the end of the day, man, look, do what you got to do. You training your ass off, and I appreciate that. And I see the work ethic. And hey, if anything, that's the only thing I could take for that. And I could take my hat off to that. Is that only thing that this man wants it bad. But other than that, bro, get your weight up. You don't know how this is, man. You don't know the fact that I got VADA coming at my door every this is like the 4th time they test me within 2 weeks because they think that I'm on roids or some shit.
I don't have VADA as well coming. I've had VADA I've had VADA come 4 times as well. Whatever you're dealing with, I'm dealing too, mate. So
of course, because
at the end of the day, yeah, and so did we. Okay, so we're both sides. We're doing the same thing.
But at the end of the day, man, look, I say it like this, man. It's the takeover. We're on full effect. I know this is what you guys wanted throughout this whole time. So my whole thing is, look, he's ready to fight. So am I, and I can't wait to put on a show for everybody come June 19th. Hey, it's gonna be a one show. It's gonna be a one show man at the end of the day.
I have VADA knocking on my door too, boys. Just so you know. Got it. Not to brag, but they're a little bit nervous about it.
I see it.
But I did genuinely want to ask you guys though about, like, I know that I know everything that you guys got leading up to this, but this is cool. Like, you guys got Jim Lampley coming back out of this thing, Meek Mill like performing and all that type of stuff. Just the idea that you're in Miami, which is like, this huge, has become this big fight capital over the last 12 months. Like, it's a different type of event. Like, it does feel like, the world's opening up. People are going to get, I mean, I've been to these fights now where the atmosphere is pretty crazy. Like, how much are you guys looking forward to just everything that is going to come with that, as you guys are putting on a hell of a show for a bunch of people at Lone Depot Park on June 19th?
It's awesome for the fans, awesome for everyone tuning in on pay-per-view and watching the fight. But at the end of the day, it's just going to make things more special when I win this fight. I don't really focus too much on the acts, on the showman. He can be the showman. Let him have his fancy, walkout and all that. Let him focus on that. I'm just focusing on all them belts and taking them off him. That's all. That's my main concern.
Well, boys, we're looking forward to the show, man.
I can't wait.
We can't wait. We're looking forward to it. June
Me
19th.
too.
I hope you guys have a healthy camp the rest of the way. We're looking forward to seeing you guys next Saturday night. All right, Miami's looking forward to it. Do you guys have any final words for Miami to come on out and see you guys June 19th? Any last words?
I'm with you guys, Miami. I'm here. I've been in your backyard for the last 5 fights, so I'm your guy. Come support me.
Teofimo?
Well, you already know, man. This ain't my first rodeo, and it won't be my last. My whole thing is, hey, I lived in Miami. I lived in South Florida for about 13 years. So for all my Dade County, Broward County folks out there, man, just come out and support me. And I can't wait, man. This is truly like a full homecoming for me, man. Teofimo Lopez in the full flesh, man. This is a takeover against all odds, man. I can't wait. I mean, it's a great, just the platform alone. Triller in Manila, man. What they doing is fantastic, man. And I'm thankful to be where I'm at today. It's a blessing for all of us being here today. We got a blessing today. And for everybody, man, just tune in. It's going to be one to watch, man, at the Lone Depot Park, and we're about to have like anywhere from 30 to 37,000 people in attendance, man. We're going to have Meek Mill, Mike Towers, Faruko. I mean, the list could go on how many performances and how much talent is going to be that night. So that energy is going to be real, man. It's going to be fireworks and it's going to be fire, man. Fuego. And hey, after that, man, get my Cuban cigar, get my café con leche, and enjoy the show after that.
Get your tickets now, guys. TrillerFightClub.com. Come on out to Lone Depot Park. Coming up on June 19th, next Saturday. We're going to have a hell of a time. Leroy and I have been looking forward to this one for a long, long time. And we can't wait to see you guys in action, man. Thank you for giving us some time.
There's nothing like real boxing. Guys, you put all these trick shows together. There's nothing like real boxing.
You're right about that.
Thank you, fellas. Take care.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
No problem. See you June 19th.
Leroy.
Yikes.
Leroy.
Yikes. Hey,
Woo!
Hey, Frosty. Hey, dude.
Frosty.
Hey, like, I don't know, man. I'm like,
Bro.
like the deal is like, I know that George is like the contender,
Yeah.
right? But we kind of, because he's been down here, we kind of have, a soft spot for him.
Yeah, man.
But, oh my goodness. Like, they tried to be nice.
They tried. I mean, like, it
they
tried to be so
tried.
cordial in the beginning. I was like, all right. I was like, and Teofimo is right. Like, he called me out correctly because he's like, I know this is what you wanted. He's like, yeah, that is what I wanted. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie.
I was like, yes.
Yes, he's
that
right.
is correct.
He is right.
But I can't wait because, like, this is World Championship boxing. It's not, set up. It's not, a tomato can and Canelo. We got to see Canelo, but it wasn't.
Yeah, it's taking on the Turkish wolf.
Right.
What the hell does that even mean?
Right. So,
and it's all about, like, this is, he's going to be this. This is like,
they
all
fight
about
for something.
all of it.
All of it.
I can't wait, man. I'm so stoked next week at Lone Depot Park. I can't wait. Oh, not a hug fest. Woo!
It ain't going to be no.
Oh,
Dude,
man.
It ain't going to be no hug fest.
No.
It is not going to be a hug fest. I can promise you that because, and then once you start talking about money, right, there's only one thing more insulting that I've heard than what just happened. I had a guy, we were golfing on a golf trip.
Right.
I had a guy say to another guy, I got so much money I could buy you.
Oh, my God.
And it was ugly, right? They were on the same golf team. We had teams. Their whole team ended up leaving. It was a mess, right? But to say, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't get paid. That's pretty close.
Rough, dude.
That's like hanging on coattails.
All right, we'll take a quick break. I need to take a cold shower after that. That was delightful and also suspenseful. Be back after this.